guys, welcome to my video. I'm excited because I took the kids to school this morning. It's Friday. I usually get my coffee, but I didn't. I don't really know why. I guess I just didn't really want it. Trying to eat good and stuff. But then I saw Dairy Queen. And I was like, ooh, Dairy Queen has biscuits and gravy. I love biscuits and gravy so much. And as I was driving by, I was like, I could stop and get biscuits and gravy. That could be like my treat for Friday for being awesome. I decided that I could cook. I had all the stuff to cook them myself. So why on earth wouldn't I cook them myself and teach you guys real quick how to do it? So yeah, that's what today's video is. Pretty quick, not really a recipe, kind of a recipe, I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. But yeah, country biscuits and sausage gravy. I'm so excited and I'm so hungry, so let's go. Here's what we're gonna be using. I have baking soda, baking powder, I have all-purpose flour, butter, obviously, heavy cream. You can use milk too. I'm gonna add a little bit of vinegar, that makes buttermilk, salt, pepper, and then the sausage. Those are our ingredients. First we're gonna set our oven at 420. All right, we're not going to make this too difficult at all. We need flour. Alright, I'm gonna do 3 cups flour. 3-ish. I'm not even. Again, we're not overthinking this because that's what I do, and I just want some biscuits and gravy. 1. Actually, we're just gonna do 2 because I don't want to make that many biscuits. I don't need that many. I lied. We're gonna do 3. Okay, we got our 3 cups of flour. I don't exactly remember. One of these tastes kind of funny, so we don't want to put. I think it's baking soda. So we're gonna put less of that than this. So baking powder, I'm going to do, again, we're not overthinking it, half a tablespoon. And then baking soda, I'm only going to do like a quarter of a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon? No, we're gonna do about a quarter of a teaspoon. It's not a lot, but. And then salt's yummy, so we'll do a whole teaspoon of salt. We're just gonna give this a quick stir, mix it up. And then we need to put our butter in there. I'm just gonna kind of cut it up into small chunks and then we're just gonna work it in. And a lot of times they say you want stuff to be cold with baking and stuff like this. So I may throw this into the freezer for a few minutes while we're making our, yeah, this butter's gotten kind of a little soft. So I'm just oh, you can't see. I'm just cutting the butter up into like little, pads. I'm using a whole stick of butter. Yep, so much for eating healthy, but I don't even care. I want butter. I want biscuits and gravy. Now I'm gonna give it a rough chop. See, it's like this. Now I'm just gonna cover it. Kind of break it up just a little bit. Actually, I am gonna start breaking it up just with my hands. You kind of want it into like pea size. You can use a pastry cutter, which I do have, but again, I'm not overthinking it, and I'm just doing it, and I'm making biscuits. I know I keep saying that, but guess who's overthinking it? Me. So I'm just getting one hand dirty because that's what I want to do. We're just trying to, no, I'm getting both hands dirty. Kind of smush it into the butter. Like I said, I'm gonna throw it into the freezer for a couple minutes after I get done with this. Now you don't want too big of pieces. You want to get most of it incorporated pretty well. Oh, oven is preheated. Probably should put an apron on for this. This flour gets messy. Alright, I'm gonna say that's good. Alright, we are going to make some buttermilk, I don't know. Anyway, so all I'm doing is taking my heavy cream. I might add a little bit of actual milk to it. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna add a little bit of regular milk to it also. I'm not sure how much we're gonna need. Again, I'm just kind of guesstimating. And then you just add a splash of apple cider vinegar. And I'll show you how it curdles here in a second, which sounds gross, but that's what buttermilk is. Curdled milk. I don't know if you can see, it curdles just a little bit. And I only put a tiny bit. Yeah, you can definitely smell it, but I don't really know the science behind it. That's just how you make buttermilk. I put this in the freezer just for a minute, and now we're just going to make like a little, let me get a better angle. Alright, I'm just going to make a little well in the middle of this. We're going to pour some of this buttermilk in. Not all of it. Let's see how much what this dough looks like. And now we're just gonna kind of stir it in. It might come out to be kind of shaggy, but it's gonna work. Even if these aren't the best biscuits in the world, what's cool is that it's very simple and you can try different stuff. I actually made really good biscuits once, I think for a family thing, and I used Crisco Crisco, like vegetable shortening. They turned out super good. Now you don't want to overmix this. I am going to add the rest of that, and that should probably be perfect. And how much do you think that was? I'm gonna say, actually it might tell me. Oh, there we go, it says on the side. It was about a little over a cup, it looks like. All right, now it's gonna be the crazy part. I'm dumping it on my counter, and we're going to pat these together, cut them out, throw them in this cast iron. All right, again, we don't wanna work with it too much, so we're gonna pat it together till it kind of comes together. And it's a little wet. Like I said, it'll come together pretty quickly. We're gonna kind of make like a rectangle. And a good tip for biscuits, I don't know if you can Alright. John called, interrupted me. Good way to get it high biscuits, like tall biscuits, is you're going to kind of like layer it. If that makes sense. So I just folded it over. And we're gonna push it back down into a little less than an inch thick probably. And I'm gonna do it one more time. So I have light, fluffy biscuit. Not overthinking it. This is all I'm doing. And then this is just a pastry cutter. I'm just going to cut. See them layers? And I'm just going to put them in a cast iron. Sides touching. Might be a little tall. I don't know how many I'm gonna get, to be honest. Couple shorties. This is a perfect recipe, huh? Alright, and then we even just use the ends of it. Just kind of do the same thing. Flatten it. And this should be, hopefully, just a perfect, right there in the middle. Let's clean this up real quick. Beauty those are. Alright, we're gonna put them in the oven for we're gonna check them at 10 minutes. Okay, now we are going to make the gravy real quick. So I just had a bunch of these. They were for John's breakfast, but that will work just fine. I think I'll use, it's not very hot. Yeah, that's good. What do you say? We'll use 3. So we're using 3 of these. We just want to break them up. When you're making a gravy like this, all it is a roux. And I've showed you guys how to do that before, but all this grease from this sausage is what's going to turn into like the thickener when we add the flour and the milk and all that. So we want this to cook down a bit. I'm gonna pepper it up just a little bit. I like a lot of pepper in my sausage gravy. This shouldn't take very long. This is actually coming together quite quickly. Only interruption was John when he called me. They are going to the aquarium today. And they were very excited. Gonna have some bro time. Is what JP said. Okay, you see all this oil coming out of it, all this grease? That is what we want. Alright, this is almost done. I mean, done enough for us to add the flour and stuff. So I'm going to, so you guys kind of have a measurement, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of flour. Actually, a heaping tablespoon. You know what? I'm going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of flour. And you mix that all up in it. I might add a little bit too much flour, but that's okay. So, no, it's soaking in. So I would cook this just for another, I don't know, minute or so, kind of get that raw flour taste out. Let it cook. Now see you've coated all the sausage real good. Yeah, we're gonna let it cook just for a second. I will add just a dash of the milk. Has a little bit of liquid. Oh no, that is. Alright, we'll add all the milk now. So, I'm gonna kind of just cover the bottom. I'd say that's a little less than a cup maybe. And see, this is gonna start to thicken up real good, real nice. I'm gonna add a bunch of pepper, a bit of salt. You don't need too much salt since all that sausage already had, I'm sure, lots of salt in there. Now let's see what this thickens up to. Our biscuits are about to ding. Oh yeah, we can add some more time to those. So that's 30 seconds left. So we'll add 3 more minutes and see. Let's see how this is bubbling now. Oh yeah, it's thickening up. Look at that. Let's taste. Now if it gets too thick, you can always add some more. Mine's is starting to get, I'm gonna turn it down some. Starting to get pretty thick. I might add a tiny bit more milk. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Add a wee bit more milk. Thin it out just a bit. As it sits, it'll get thicker too, so I don't want it too thick for, since my biscuits aren't quite done yet. Ooh, that looks good. That looks fabulous. Give it a quick little taste. It's hot, but delightful. Take that off the burner. Check on those biscuits. They're coming along. We had 3 more, so now we're up to 16 minutes maybe? I don't know. It seems like a long time. Maybe I didn't turn them up high enough. I don't know. They're not browning very good, and they've been in there a while. I did turn up the temperature to 450. Oh, they're browning a little bit now. I am going to, I read a trick for getting brownness on your stuff. It sounds weird. A little bit of heavy cream. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on each one. Seems weird. Alright, and put them back in just for 2 more minutes. I feel like it's been forever. These are as brown as they're gonna get. I'm not sure that the stuff on top that I just did anything. Kind of made them look funny, but that's okay. They're still gonna be delicious. See how the gravy's set up a bit? I'm just gonna add a splash of milk. Bring it back to life. The biscuits took longer than I expected. Again, we weren't overthinking it. That's why it didn't go perfect, but it went, right? You just add a little bit of milk, get that gravy a little thinned out. Now we will plate. I'm gonna get the best looking biscuit. Look at them layers. Ooh, look at that one. Now this is 1,000,000 calories, and I'm not gonna eat all this. I just kind of want to show you how beautiful. I want to take some cool pictures. You know, it doesn't matter. I can eat all this if I want to. Look at that. It actually doesn't look, kind of looks funny, but it's good. I'm so excited! Alright. I'm gonna take a bite. Wonder how my biscuits came out. That was so good. The biscuits came out great. They're flaky, buttery, delightful. And this is 10 times better than anywhere in town. Yeah, I'm saying it. Wanna challenge me? For real, this is amazing. Guys, thank you for coming to my video. I hope you enjoyed this. Please make this. It is so good. And I really enjoyed making this. It was quick. It's so good. And it's so simple. Yes, lots of calories, okay? Okay? Don't come at me. This is amazing. Go try it yourself. Tell me how it goes. Like and subscribe. All that good stuff. So, see you next time.